hustling, 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 hustling.
Alright, y'all, welcome to another episode of the Muscle Hustle Podcast. I'm your girl, Cokes. Make sure to subscribe at the Muscle Hustle Podcast on all social media platforms. We're talking Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon. Clearly, they got podcasts going on over there too. And also YouTube. Yo, I'm already growing. I think I got 600 followers and subscribers. Keep up. So definitely appreciate all of y'all for tuning in each and every week. Continue to give me them clicks, y'all clicks, you know what I mean? Trying to get, be a partner and all that. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't already see her, okay, I got Miss Destiny in the building, aka D Nicole on social media. Creme de la creme of all fitness trainers, enthusiasts, you name it, she's here. I'm geeked up. I'm nervous, but listen, she about to be my H-Boom crew for the night. Destiny, what's going on?
Man, look, I'm happy to be here. It's so finally great to be on your podcast. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for just being open enough to just say, yes, I'll do it, honestly. You know what's funny is the fact that, like, everybody sees folks on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The popularity, the work that's being done, the influences that you're creating, you know what I'm saying? The inspiration that you're putting out there and exuding out. And then sometimes people get kind of like, if not starstruck, they automatically assume and put you in the box as well.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And just kind of feel like, okay, well, maybe when I see her out and about, she's probably going to be stush. She's probably not going to say nothing to me. I greet her, stuck up, all that, right? But I'll let y'all know. Shorty cool, okay? But yes, once again, thank you. I appreciate you for being here. I want you to go ahead and actually introduce yourself for those who actually don't know that are like stuck on the rock and all that. But yeah.
Yeah, because if you're stuck under the rock, baby, I need you to get up. But no, I'm Destiny Nicole Monroe, aka Nicole Monroe. On Instagram and TikTok, I am known as BEASTMODE, the girl who does all the challenges that the men give her. Just pretty much being that raw, authentic, transparent, where a lot of women across the world can relate to me. I do co-own a gym in Dallas, Texas called JD Iron. It is a private gym where we do personal training and small group training. And I own a raw fitness app where I train thousands across the world. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, that was the whole entire resume, y'all. Okay, but we're going to break each and every one of them down and let y'all know what's good. Where are you originally from?
Ooh, so a lot of people don't know this, but I was born in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Okay, sure. Military, okay?
So military brat.
Military brand.
Okay.
Yes. But Killeen and Houston has my heart. Raised in Killeen for a few of my years in my younger years, and then Houston my collegiate years.
Okay. So what school did you go to?
College?
Yeah.
Prairie View A&M University.
Okay.
Yeah,
That explains the beef that you have with my homeboy.
Of course, we are the best, honey. We are.
Gotcha.
No shame.
It's okay. All right. So, I mean, there's a lot of people that really kind of bounce back and forth between Houston and Dallas. And like you said, you have a business in Dallas right now as well,
Yes.
too. How did you migrate from here to Dallas? Because that's kind of like in its own, like, that's apples and oranges as well, too, isn't it?
It
From
is.
what I heard, yeah.
It is. It's a totally different scene. But it was a typical story. I went for a guy.
Okay.
However, I did have a career, so I didn't just move there with, no career. So that's how I ended up in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you were able to kind of just settle in a bit and pretty much build your foundation there in regards to business. Okay. Now, we talking off camera, you did mention that you are not just an entrepreneur as far as just working for yourself, but you also hold a 9-to-5.
Yes.
And I want y'all to know, like, regardless of the fact, this is the Muscle Hustler podcast, right? And we definitely give flowers to those entrepreneurs that are putting in that effort, that grind, and continue to inspire others to also not just walk in their shoes, but then also like find their own. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we're not knocking those who got their 9 to 5 either.
Absolutely.
Okay, you
Yes.
strive to be you and to be the best you at that. So, if you don't mind me asking, what is your like 9 to 5? What background is that?
Yeah, so it's in software programming.
Oh wow, okay.
Yes, it's in software programming for real estate properties across the nation.
Say word.
And I love my quote unquote 9 to 5. I actually love what I do.
Which is funny because a lot of people usually don't say that, especially as an entrepreneur. They get quick to be like, no, you can't have it.
No, yeah, it is a consistent check, and I believe in having many streams of income. In order to obtain wealth, you have to have many streams of income. And I know that will be the same every 2 weeks.
Facts. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I do love what I do. So I'm
Are
probably
they
like
flexible with the way that you move? Like the way that you move around? Like is it more like a remote job that's pretty much booming
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, so since the pandemic, we transferred.
They're not trying to ask you to come back. It's
No.
office.
They shut down that cafe. They said, "Oh, y'all not coming back." I said, "I haven't seen my team in 3 years."
Wow.
Yeah, so I work confident, which is why I'm able to live here in Houston because my physical location, my physical work is in Dallas.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So Hudson, Dallas.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So, Dean Nicole. And that's pretty much what it is on social media.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this journey as Miss Beast Mode.
Let me go ahead and take a sip.
Well, cheers.
Let's cheers to your podcast.
Wow.
Oh, this is good.
They're not sponsoring me, but I love Stella Rosa. So yeah, shout out Stella. Okay.
Okay. The journey.
The journey.
Well, Dina Cole Monroe was actually a name that I put in probably maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
I think everyone was transitioning from that fit thing, the name, and there because I was Miss Nicole Fit.
Miss Nicole Fit. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what a lot of people know me as Miss Nicole Fit. But a lot of people started putting their actual names in their bio. I think as we got older,
Yeah.
you know, the concept of business started to come into play. And but I got pretty much my start on Instagram.
Okay.
Posting videos. I went viral from training that I was doing. I was in CrossFit for years.
Gotcha.
That rough, that heavy, that clanky, the swinging of weights, burpees, you know, you name it. And that's what I became known as. Just thrusting and doing crazy amount of weight on deadlifts. So, you know.
You get any slack for being in CrossFit, being a female, an African American female at that, you know, saying doing your thing?
You know, I didn't have that because I had a community of different people from different backgrounds.
That's nice. Okay.
Which was great because in Dallas, you know, it's all walks of life, right? But CrossFit is relatively known for Caucasian sports, right? But no, I did my first CrossFit competition, dominated, won first place. Okay, I'm good now.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is CrossFit Games, X Games part of that rotation as well too?
Yes.
So that's sponsored by ESPN. Okay.
Yes, those are the big leagues. If you're training for that, yeah, you have to start at the entry level.
Gotcha.
But I've never done the big leagues.
Okay.
That was never my goal to do.
Okay.
Just to actually go into a competition was like, okay, I'm gonna try it out since we're grinding and busting our butts and training.
Right.
Okay, competition. So,
Now,
yeah.
prior to that transition and that start out in CrossFit, did you have a background in athletics?
Yes.
Okay.
Basketball,
Okay.
volleyball, track and field. The track and field was that was my
Gotcha.
right there.
What you run, girl? What you run?
I ran the 4x2, open 60, I did the triple and the long.
Gotcha. All
Yes,
right.
but ultimately the 200 was my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, so I do have a background in sports.
Gotcha.
I didn't just fall into
Right.
oh, this is something of a trend. No.
Okay. And so now we're here at CrossFit Games, and it's pretty much CrossFit Games. That's where we started my next thing. Yeah, pretty much CrossFit competition, right? And then that's pretty much how you were introduced in regards to Instagram,
Yes.
per se. as far as like starting your brand on there. Okay, all right, and then moving forward, go to the next step because you've evolved. From where you started from.
Oh yeah,
yeah, which is good. Obviously, that's the whole point.
If you're not evolving, then
You're just exactly.
You're just there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've evolved from how I post, from what I post, from what I say in my captions, the quality of the videos.
And we're going to get into the business part of it as well too, because I mean, again, you're an inspiration, and so a lot of the people who deem it as far-fetched that really feel like they might have that it factor as well, you probably don't have the information as to where to start. I mean, there's a lot of information out there that is misleading. So then why not hear from the source's mouth? Someone who's actually been putting in the work.
And get here easy.
Okay, so let's talk about it. So moving forward in continuing to progress on social media and building that brand awareness on social media as far as you being the brand, your name, how is that?
Wow, I mean,
It's a loaded question, right?
Yeah, it is. It is a loaded question, but I guess to walk myself through it, I found my lane.
Okay.
It's easy for us to get sucked into this industry and don't know where you're going to be put, right?
Right.
Especially if you're being a woman, right? When you go on Instagram, all you do is see butts in your face all day. Fast, And that's where I thought that I had to be.
Okay.
Starting off, just get deals and being noticed.
And where are you?
Where was I noticed?
Were you getting noticed? Yeah.
I would say I was getting noticed, but for the wrong thing and from the wrong people, right? So I had to change up my ways. I had to figure out what lane do I want to create for myself. And being a African American woman as well on the darker side, I'm not of a lighter skin for them.
So you did see that?
Oh, I've seen it.
Definitely saw that, right?
I heard it from popular brands. We can't take you because
Blatantly.
yes.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, from a very well popular brand that a lot of people wear.
Interesting. Okay.
So I dealt with that in the industry, and I said, okay, let me go back to the drawing board. Let me see what I can correct on myself. Let me create a thing for myself. I came up with a brand called No Further Workouts. And the reason why I came up with that brand was because I felt like the women in the industry at that time was only just getting pretty for the gym.
Okay.
And just getting, just going there, getting dolled up, set up a camera, do about 2 or 3 reps, and then post. And they're getting all these likes.
Till this day.
Yeah, till this day.
Yeah.
Right? And so I said, you know what, where's the women who actually train? I want to see that raw content. I want to see that unfiltered, and that's where I said that's my lane. And I had other couples of women that I was around at the time. We all trained the same. We had the same trainer. Shout out to Jerome's Gym here in Dallas. So it gave me that lane, that path to create my own brand.
Okay. Now with that creating your own brand and actually putting that out, and this is a brand that is not known, having to go against other popular brands, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But what? You found your niche in your brand.
Which is the hardest thing to find.
It is. It really is.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna come back to the clothing part.
Okay.
But finding your niche and then branding yourself, right? And putting that out there. Mental state at that point. Scared? Fearful? Fearless?
No, I mean, I have a military background.
Okay.
One, right? So I had already did my 8 years in the military.
So it wasn't just you being in the military, right? You were also in the military.
Yes,
I
I was in the military.
What branch?
Army.
I said, well, okay.
Shout out to my so I served, so I already had a different mindset.
Gotcha.
Different hustle.
Gotcha.
I feel like anybody who served, they have a different mindset to any type of business.
Absolutely, I agree.
Right? We're known as overqualified for most industries.
Yes.
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 That's just how it is. So I wasn't scared. I wasn't fearful. It was just not knowing how people receive what I put out. Who would latch on to me. You know, so it was just kind of one of those things like, well, you just got to put it out there and see what it takes. You know, there's a lot of trial and error. But eventually, it got there. You know,
Yeah.
hard work.
Yeah.
And dedication. You know what they say, if you're a brand, you have to talk about it, you have to be about it, you have to walk it, you know, you have to live it.
And that's easier said than done.
I mean, you're still working, you know?
Yeah.
So
Every
yeah,
day.
it's a 24/8. I always say 8 because in your dreams, you're thinking about it. In your dreams, you're living it. I mean, I've dreamt of so many things where I'm like, oh my God, why am I dreaming this, right?
It's to the point where like I'm in the car, and honestly, that's probably where I get the best of my ideas is in the car, especially
Quiet, sitting down, or
right,
even
while I'm
listening
in
to
the car.
yeah, so it's a lot of trial and error, but I was not. I mean, back in my 20s, I was hungry.
Yeah,
I was just like young and hungry. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this. That touch of, I wouldn't say fame, but that touch of, I guess, being noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we first heard that, oh, there goes Nicole. There's Miss
Well, it was Miss Nicole.
Miss Nicole, yeah.
Oh
Like,
my God, Miss Nicole there.
where was that? When was that? Where was that? How did that feel?
I can't recall the first moment,
Okay.
but the first event would probably be with Ebony Fit.
Okay.
Yeah, Ebony Fit. That's when I realized how big I was.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
Which one? Which episode?
this was. Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay.
It was either or. If you want to say Atlanta, we had a line just outside. That's when I was going to boot camps with another young woman in the industry. And we had a line. And Jason, who's the owner of Atlanta Law with his wife, so Helena, shout out to them, they had a lot of space.
Right.
And we said, man, they famous, it's fine. And I knew that I was like, wow, people are really rocking with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was amazing. And I knew then, I said, okay, yeah, we gotta keep this going.
Consistency in putting content on social media in order to basically stay relevant, right? How hard is it to be this strategic and making sure that you stay within your niche and still be able to provide quality and still also be able to provide stuff that are catching, always drawing that attention?
Well, I mean, you have to evolve with the social media. Social media evolved, right? I mean, back then, Instagram was chronological. Yeah, everyone was seeing your posts.
Yeah.
Now, with all the changes they made, the algorithm strategy, it's challenging.
Yeah.
Before it wasn't. You know, like before the pandemic, it was easy, you know. It was easy to post. It was easy to even edit your videos inside of that Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram was my platform. That was before TikTok came out.
Gotcha.
Right.
And are you on TikTok as well?
Yes, I'm on TikTok now.
You're probably just as much on TikTok as
Yeah, TikTok is cool. You know, I feel like that's more of a. I mean, it's good for a workout space, but I think that's more so of a reality based on your life versus Instagram. TikTok is about something.
right.
But yeah, you know, being consistent was it's definitely a challenge, or it was a challenge. Do I post at 9 a.m.? Do I post at 12? Do I post at 2? That is what we're doing now.
Yeah.
But back then, it wasn't a time frame. It was just posting. You get all these likes, you get all these views. And then, again, you just have to evolve with the social media changes.
Gotcha.
Change all the time. But it is difficult to stay consistent.
So first off, find your niche.
You have to find your niche.
Then two, consistency and
Consistency.
evolving with whatever platform it is that you're with.
You have to evolve with it.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
And there was a time where the word shadow banned.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I think I experienced that for a whole year.
Really?
Yes. I was getting 30, 40,000 likes all the way down to like 2,000. It's like, whoa, what's going on? Like, this is my content. You know, so I have to go back to the drawing boards. And, you know, I have to use a camera, use 4K on your phone. You know, it was a lot.
So was that with that stuff? It's never really so much as a warning. Being shadow banned is just you just all of a sudden see that
Like,
your followers are dropping or your likes are
not necessarily, yeah, it's not necessarily the followers dropping. It's just your content.
content. See, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, it was just at that point where like have to figure out content at that point. What am I doing wrong? Why is this girl over here well, showing her boobs, getting more likes, and I'm just over here trying to work out, but we see what they're out there.
Right. Which is funny. Okay, so knowing what content works for you, right? But then, granted, you do know your niche, but then even you staying with your niche, even though you know it works, right? There are other things that you're good at. There's other avenues in which you probably want to showcase as well. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like, have you ever tried to dab into other, not necessarily fields, but within the same genre?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And know it's like, okay,
Yeah, I think
like
the new,
move back.
I think the new deal now and the new trend is get ready with me and
Yeah.
you know, being more in your home and it's a get ready with me, the day in life with me. I think those are more trending now. People like to see more outside of what you do as far as fitness. So in this industry. I have thought about getting into that. I mean, for years I didn't have to go out and post workouts, but I don't want to be one-dimensional, so I have dabbled into, you know, what I do today or something like that. That gets a lot of, you know, attention. And I know now, in my present time, I'm still contemplating on who I would want to involve more people into my life. But I want to get ready to because I feel like it's very personal and I understand why people do it. I don't know if that's just something it's just yet.
But okay, you see how, like, understanding why people do it, right?
Yeah.
Obviously for the sake of right? Okay, cool. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Or
You want to get yourself out there,
right?
other than what you're known for.
But is it authentic? Because what you're telling me is authentic. I don't want people to be that off in my personal business
Absolutely.
like that. You know what I mean? That is authentic. There's a lot of other people honestly like that, but then you see them doing the opposite. You know what I'm saying? To put that information out there. And then it's just like, okay, well, is it really you? Because you say this, you know what I mean? I seen your post like just 2 days ago talking about like, you know, my circle pass small. You know what I mean? But then all of a sudden now you're getting ready with me, you know what I'm saying? And so now I'm me as a viewer, I'm now looking at it, I'm just like, you just took time to set this camera to play. Like you getting up in the morning, showering, getting your hair ready and stuff like that, but yet circle small. So why am I part of your circle right? You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
I see that perspective. Yeah. I mean, to each his own.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I do enjoy seeing other people get ready with me. I'm like, man, y'all have a lot of time today. Just set that camera up outside, come out the door, pick it up, and put it right there to your trunk and put the bag in. Pick it up. It's a lot.
Especially if you're doing it on your own, but then there are some people who actually have a camera. Yeah.
Me personally, I say this: if I'm not gonna put my all into something, I'm not gonna do it. Both, right? If I'm not gonna put 100%, I'm not gonna do it. I don't have that much time on my hands to do that. But if I were to decide, I may try it out. I may test it out, but I just really, with the level that I'm at right now, and the only reason why I'm here is because of God. Thank you. I just don't feel the need to add anything extra. It's not like you don't even know I was in a relationship until 2 years prior to me getting engaged, you know. Oh my God, yes. But that's something I kept private.
Right,
That's
right,
something
right,
for me.
right.
Because y'all already see everything else.
Right.
You know, but people don't show you what they want to show you.
Right.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
That's good. You don't need to know everything.
Right.
But that's the trend as of right now. I haven't hopped on it yet. I'm still my workouts. I'm on a different, I guess, vibration now when it comes to the chakra.
The chakra.
I'm on a different vibration. Okay. I'm not the same as I was in my 20s trying to get my Instagram popping and stuff like that. I've accomplished so much of this industry to where now I can just relax. You know, still hustle, relax.
But that's because you put the work in.
I put the work in.
To build your brand.
Exactly. Right. I'm still building. It's just now I'm touching different avenues. Okay.
How easy is it? Or how are you able to manage different categories that you got going on? Um, so right now you have a brand yourself, right? The clothing as well. Is that still
So I'm not doing clothing.
you're not okay.
No, I'm not doing clothing. This is my passion.
Okay.
So my fitness app, my
How's that going?
it's going good. Yeah, I prefer online. To be honest.
Really? Okay.
Doing that. Of course, the gym that keeps me busy. Used to still regulate. I have an in-house trainer who's actually my trainer, and he runs my gym.
Okay.
So that's great. It literally took up like 60% of work off my plate.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And you said it's a private facility.
Yes.
Let's elaborate a little bit more on the private facility. Is that invite only, or is that like they have to go through a screening process, or is everybody has different weight tactics or approaches on how they run a private facility?
Yeah. So we do one-on-one training there. We have small group training. We have a back space as well. We do boot camp. So camp there for like special events and stuff. But it's not a membership based gym.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. All right, gotcha. All right. So basically, you just kind of go back and forth between here and Dallas to what need it. Gotcha.
But it feels good not to be honest. Yeah, I love my baby. That's my gym. You know, I built it up. During the pandemic, we need our own. We need our own people.
Yeah.
I'm happy that it's being ran by someone that
We can trust. Okay. Are you looking to make it?
would expand.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. That's something that I never thought about.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
until the pandemic happened.
Okay.
So we need our own space. We need something that's lucrative for us. So no, not expand.
Have you been approached about it?
Of course.
Yeah.
They keep asking about no, I didn't come here for that. No, it would be nice if I had that mindset to franchise out.
Yeah.
If I wasn't doing my 9 to 5.
Okay. But you are training people here.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
I am certain that.
Selected.
I will say probably once I get fully settled in.
Yeah.
I'll say January is when I'll start.
One-on-one. Okay. Great way to select a good coach as well too.
Absolutely. You cannot take everybody. I'm sorry to say, there are so many people out there who are lazy and who are not dedicated to. You could spend $20 on Chick-fil-A job, but you can't even spend $20 on yourself, on your health. It's been, being in this industry for as long as I have, I know who I will take it, who I will take.
You feel what I'm saying? So y'all can never come back on me and say cutthroat or nothing like that, because now I got somebody else saying exactly what I've been telling you all. Listen, it's about energy as well too. Can't want it more than you. You know what I mean? So if that's the case,
I'm very cutthroat. I'm not one of them trainers who coddle you. We live in a coddle state.
Yes. I agree.
And, I'm not that. I can't have that military mindset. And of course, some people don't like that training style, but who does, they gravitate. Right? I'm not going to hold your hand through the process. It's if you want it and you don't. And I can tell within 5 seconds, no. Oh, can you make it 20 pounds for my birthday?
By my birthday.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not the trainer. I cannot be a trainer.
What is your focal point when it comes to clientele? Like, what's your when it comes to that? Is it just women?
Yes, I only train women out of respect for my guy. I think that's just that's me. I only like to train. You got it right. So that's my goal. Only women. All demographics.
Okay. So it's not specified. Okay. All right. Cool.
I don't play that.
Age groups and all.
Age groups. I don't do kids.
Okay.
But yeah. Older adults, younger, older.
And then of course boot camps.
Yes. I feel like boot camps are kind of
I was about to say, did that stuff from the military?
Yeah, because my boot camps are really a lot of the military type workouts, And I love that because you really don't see women providing that in the industry a lot. It's mostly glutes, which is fine. You know, everybody wants glutes, big thighs. That's fine, right? Find your niche and stick to it, right? Me, I'm just
The lifter.
yeah. I'm burpees, lifting. I'm all that. You know, I like that stuff.
So, coming back to branding, right? Being able to basically promote yourself as the entity, the brand, right? You then started really tapping into like sponsorship opportunities as well too. How did that come into play?
Honestly, the content.
Really?
You know?
Okay.
I'm with Women's Best. Shout out to Women's Best.
Do you mind if I ask, did they approach you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. They approached me, and it was an amazing opportunity. I started off with $1 amount to for the highest, and that's the work that I'm doing.
So is it more on like ambassadors or more?
No, I was an athlete.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I started off as an athlete. At that time, I really didn't know my worth in the industry when I got approached. But as time went on, I said, "Oh, yeah. Anybody else approach me? This is what I want.
What it was.
This is what it is. I'm not going to anything less than this."
And do you handle those sponsorship opportunities that surface? Do you handle it directly? Okay.
Yes. I don't have anyone speaking for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I know what I need to know.
Is everything written?
Yes.
And how is that like, as far as that legality of everything like that, you know what I'm saying? Like what's your approach on all that? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I received a contract, but, I will say I do have a lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do have a lawyer, to him, over it like that. But other than that, it's the numbers. To me, when Women's Best approached me at that time, I said, okay, this is good because I know I can work my way.
Gotcha.
At that time, there was a beautiful African American woman. She's Haitian. I say African American. I know they get very sensitive with that. A beautiful Haitian woman. She was the face for one of the faces. And I was like, I want to be like her. Like, okay, I'm going to work my way into what she is, right? And there was another one, Brittany Bay. She's, Brittany, love her. She was another face of Women's Best. I said, oh my God, I only see two black women. How can we make this more diverse?
Yeah.
Right? And I will say Women's Best has become probably one of the most diverse sponsors or brands that is for women. And
It's a full line of supplements.
yes, for supplements and apparel. And now I am one of the faces. I was, their cover girl last year, and around the nation wearing Women's Best for Strong Magazine. That was an opportunity.
I was about to say, how was that? Yeah, I was going to get to that. Since we're here.
Great segue, right
Since
there.
we're here, we're talking, listen, you walking through this damn airport. Saw you on the magazine at the newsstands, okay?
That was
Gate number G19.
not G19. That was a defining moment in my career because I kid you not, and I had posted this on my Facebook. I said it was a photo I took, a professional photo, and I said just put me on a magazine already, right? So I had the opportunity to be on a magazine. Not looking for that one. I'm so sorry. But it was on an internet basis.
Okay.
Fit Figures. Yes, Fit Figures.
Okay.
Shout out to Fit Figures. And I was on their magazine to January. I was like, okay, it's the first step. All right, cool. But I was approached in February. The following month from Women's Best became an opportunity.
So it came through Women's Best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it came through Women's Best. They said that they want to shoot you and you're going to be on the stands nationwide in July. I said, you are kidding me. 4th of July. I said, you want me? Like me. That's when I knew. I said, God, you just up my level right there. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a beautiful moment. People taking photos of the magazine.
Send it to you.
Or tagging me on Instagram. I'm just like, wow. I'm the 4th black woman to grace that cover. And out of, I think they had already 50 women by then. And I was like, oh my God, I'm making history.
Yeah.
And I still get chills. I'm like, I would go into Barnes and Noble 4 times a week while it was out, and I would just look at myself like, that's sweet.
While you was going to Barnes and Noble, did anybody recognize you?
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah, that's me.
is it?
Yeah, that's me.
Yes, that's sweet. And it was like, oh my God, you're so humble. I was like, yeah, thank you. I don't know what to say. I mean, it was,
How do you stand?
God. Because he would take it right out and get the trust me. I've been through situations where he like rip stuff out of my feet. You know, I've been through it. I have tested it.
And see, that's the thing. A lot of people always just assume, just assumptions, that it's all cake. Everything is all gravy. Like
No,
it is.
It's not all great. You know, we only show one show.
Right.
Right.
Still human.
We're still human. Very, I get all the time say, oh my God, like you just like up and I didn't know what to say, or you'll write me a letter like I saw you, but I didn't know what I should go up to. Like, yeah, you know, I'm pretty, you know, I'm down. I'm like, I got the same damn problems you do. I got a gas bill. I got yes, we all have the same
All
problem.
it do. All it do.
So I would never understand how people with a certain amount of followers act a certain way based on following. You're just not, I'll say 8 times out of 10, you're just somebody's Instagram. You're nothing outside of it. So what I said to myself, I don't want to be just something on Instagram. I want to be something outside of it. Yeah, exactly. So humble yourself because people take you real quick. They tell people to break it down because you're really not that. You're really not that. Okay, so stop.
It'd be a lot.
It'd be a
It'd be a lot.
like, why are you doing something like that? It's not that deep. Because you have a million followers, girl. I know people with 1,000 followers make $1 million. Are you making $1 million?
And that's another thing too. Is just like being smart. Followers is followers. Is that transcending? Is that translating to anything of meditation, modern anything like? Is that paying your bills?
And overall, you do have some amazing people out here who are capitalizing on that, right? You know, they put in the work, they're doing the work, doing all that. But when I meet them, they're just great people. Humble, I love people like that.
Yeah.
You know, when I meet people who don't know me on Instagram, I don't say anything. That's the first thing. You know, until they get on my Instagram, they're like, what do you do on Instagram? What do you do? Oh my God.
Wow.
Then the whole blue check thing, you know, that's another big thing.
I mean, as of right now, anybody can buy it, right?
You know, honestly, I don't like it because I worked hard for my blue check. You know, I got my blue check organic.
I mean, I remember when blue check was the thing where folks were, you know, you had a whole bunch of spam in your folder of people trying to scam you to make sure you get that.
Or you pay $500 to get a blue
To
check.
get a blue check.
This woman reached out to me, a very sweet woman, who worked for Facebook. Okay, and she said, "You need a blue check. You need to get verified. You have so much going on." This was before the magazine. This was probably right after I was on Today Show. Today Show 2021 twice. And she said, you need to get a check. You need to, you're out here. And, you know, I said, okay. She was like, all you have to do is just go, just send me 5 articles and something like that. And I'll send it over to you. You know, because I had applied for a check. And I got
Facebook or
I'm sorry,
Instagram.
Yes, but Facebook.
Right.
I had applied 3 times after the Today Show and got
So
denied.
got denied.
Yes, I know the reasoning. She didn't explain it to me, which I'm not discuss, but we all know. Yeah, she's the one who put my information to the front. I was like, she needs to be verified. And I woke up. One of the young ladies who's in fitness, Gigi, she wrote me on my DM. She was like, "Oh my God, my girl's verified." I said, "I'm verified." Like that, just like that. That beautiful soul, she's the one who's educated to get verified. Not many women or African American women are getting verified. They only verify like 2 or 3 out of the year. That is sad because the others getting real quick. Yes.
You still gonna do that?
As far as like
Just having to deal with those opposition in regards to
no, not anymore.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I've done
the colorism.
yeah, colorism. Colorism and racism.
Yeah.
Right. But no, I like I said, I done did the hustle and bustle in my 20s, another 20s, trying to get to where I'm at. I don't even have to do all that. I got my sponsor. I'm great with women's best. I love them. I'm not. I said y'all have to drag me off y'all platform.
Really?
Be there.
So it's a matter of like if somebody else was to approach you to challenge women's best, what would you say?
I mean, they would have to meet the criteria, and not many people will meet that. You're not flying me across the world to campaigns like women's best. I mean, with women's best, I've done travel work,
Yeah.
and that's not just travel was something that we all need to do. And with them, they started that. So I don't have to do anything else. Now this we talking Nike, Reebok, and all that. They don't have a problem with that. It's not a competing brand.
Competing brand
right.
for them, right?
They already said, hey, you get approached, you're fine.
That's nice.
It's not like this a big deal for me right now at this point.
Okay.
Because my mindset has kind of maneuvered from this fitness industry.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense. I'm ready to settle down, have kids, all of that.
Yes,
I have other mommy. Yeah. So I'm ready for that next chapter.
I feel that.
Yeah. And I'm about to be. I'm in my mid-30s now, so like I see this new wave of young women coming in, and I'm just like, yes, this is our future. These are.
I was about to say, what's your advice to women waiting for women coming in?
Oh my God.
Do you even get approached as far as like just mentoring?
Yeah.
Or getting okay. What do you say to them?
I'm not doing like a mentorship program.
Right.
However, I just give them advice, if they ask me, like, hey, I'm trying to get on this brand, how do I do it? Yeah, I'll let them know, just keep me on this with you, keep posting it, find something. Young lady here actually in Houston. She's power lifter. I don't know her. And she approached me probably like a year and a half ago, asking about brands. She gets picked up from like advice. Our entry should jump shark and stuff like that. And she got picked up by Gymshark and killing her. And now she is just killing the scene.
Yeah.
And I said, I knew literally today I wrote on her post. She's in London right now shooting for Gymshark.
Okay.
And I said, I knew this. But just in general for the young women who are coming up, I just say find your lane, do not get sucked into this industry. Have a foundation for yourself, be grounded, keep God first, and know your worth. Not submit, know your worth. If you know this company, if they approach you, they're a $1 million or $1 billion company, and they're coming at you with a $400 contract. No. Know your worth. Ask what you know that you're worth. And if they close the door, that's fine. You wasn't meant to.
And that's okay. That's okay. Because then there's a lot of people who literally will take that and be like, okay, well, this is like, right.
No, I remember a company approached me, excuse me, and I gave them my price. You can't do that. I said, okay, that's fine. Well, you find someone who can do that. 2 weeks later, I got approached for a $7,000 campaign. So, and I didn't even have to tell them my number. They just said, we're going to pay you $7,000 just to post one post. I knew then, I said, oh.
Getting on that level.
Exactly.
Getting on that level overall, it's definitely for some timing, right? timing in it, of course, knowing your worth,
Yes.
and then knowing your niche.
Yes. Knowing your worth, knowing your niche.
Stick.
And sticking with it. You know, so many of us be like, you know, we get approached and they'll say, you know, oh, well, maybe you should do this or maybe not. I'm very great at taking critique, you know, criticism, all that, right? But if it doesn't align with what I want to do, I'm not going to do, right? I could just look down and maybe I could fix this or do this, that's fine, right? But a lot of people are trying to swerve you off because they don't want to. You know, oh, she's doing too good. Let me see if I can just veer her off her track. You know, I've had that plenty of times. Okay. I say true to myself, and that's why I am right.
So, what we got next? It's Destiny.
Oh man, next, you know, these past couple of months I've been asking myself, what is next for me? You know, I had a conversation with my mom about it. I don't know what I want next, but God is pulling something out of me.
You feel it?
Yeah, oh, I can feel it for months now. I'm like, Lord, just guide me on the path that you want me to guide me on. Fitness will always be there. I always say fitness was never my passion. That was second nature. It's like putting on drawers and brushing teeth in the morning. You have to get up and move every day. You have to do something to, you know, elevate your health and make sure your health is great. Right? You know, as well. So I don't know what's next for me. However, I'm still in that bubble of searching. And in the meantime, I you know, picking up classes, some actually starting some business classes, you know, for Harvard Business Online. I'm doing getting more certifications in the career field, thinking about going into cybersecurity next. So things outside of the fitness industry is what I'm really more so focused on. But within the industry, I'm focusing on my avenues bigger, you know, just finding new ways to develop myself and, you know, just to be a better person because I do want to put a legacy behind me. But I know whatever's next for me is going to be big.
Absolutely.
It's going to be big.
So let me manifest that. Okay.
And making sure I keep in mind. I think that's the biggest thing.
That is the biggest thing.
So much in this life. It's just
Easily distracted.
easily. And a lot of us are walking around with mental issues that are not being
Addressed, yes.
especially in our community. And I will always say to people, like, make sure your mental is good. Especially when you're in this industry, you gotta have thick skin. Your mental has to be on point. Have resources. You gotta go to therapy once a week. Do it. You know.
Don't be ashamed.
Don't be ashamed. You know. So right now, I'm just working on myself, more connected with God. You know, my spirituality. Making sure I take accountability for myself.
Right.
You know, just working on me.
But also, you got to grace yourself.
Grace.
I'm saying that out loud because I need to hear myself.
Because girl, we need it.
Listen.
We need it. We need it. You know.
Yeah.
And also, our life's perfect. It's not.
Nobody.
Nobody's perfect. I'm not strong. I'm strong. Better every single day.
It's been a pleasure. Destiny, thank you so much for just honestly just being authentically you. And it means a joy to have you. It's a joy for me to actually finally actually sit here and talk to you, meet you. Yeah.
It's been a long time coming.
It has.
Since I never was in Houston now, I'm like, all right, I'm in Houston now, so you know we gotta start some things up. You know, so
But no, I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you.
thank you.
Big things coming. Y'all keep on the lookout. Go ahead and give me your handle again. Just
Yes, follow my journey, Dina Monroe on Instagram and TikTok. And so, if the ladies out there who want some training and know different type of training, profitnessapp.com. And that's me in a nutshell. So thank you for having me.
thank you.
We appreciate you being like, you know, just I would say that's an icon in our community. You know,
Thank you.
you're providing. Like I just said before we started, you're a serial entrepreneur.
I am.
So many people can look up to you in those regards and learn from you. You know, doing your thing. You're trying.
You know,
Your thing.
one day at a time.
It's one day at a time. That's all it is. It's one day at a time. It's not easy.
It's not, but listen, by God's grace,
It's not.
you do what you can and allow him to do the rest.
Woo, baby, yeah.
That's it.
All
Okay.
I gotta say
You got
is take me off that list, Lord, for 2024. Tired of being on that list. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, take me off.
Real talk. Okay? Real talk. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe at the Muscle Hustle Podcast on YouTube and all platforms at this point, okay? All audio platforms as well. Click, 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 y'all. I appreciate y'all. Also, make sure to check out the website, www.themusclehustlepodcast.com. I'm your girl, Cokes, and we're out.
Oh my god! Girl, that was so good.
Oh my God.